Alright, welcome to the first in the series of Away from Politics. And we are joined here with the presidential candidate who are vying for the position of president of the White University College. To my immediate left, we have Khalid Layton. In the center, we have Shane Sinclair. And to the far left, we have Mr. Mario Jack. Welcome, gentlemen.
Yeah, man, give thanks.
Alright, now, gentlemen, this episode is all about getting to know you, gentlemen, know who you are away from politics. I know real to the audience out here, they are really anticipating knowing you, gentlemen, knowing what you are away from politics. I know we're now in the season of campaigning, and all the folks out there are seeing that you gentlemen coming to them with words about voting for them and all kind of things and presenting manifesto to them. So we want to know who you gentlemen really are. So we're going to start with Mr. Shane Sinclair.
Go ahead.
Well, really and truly, I love sports and I love books, I love reading, I love sports, I love nature. One of the favorite things something I love to do is wake up, go outside and just appreciate nature. Those can relate. Yeah. I love music, I love alternative, I love reggae. I'm a close friend here, supposed to can attest to that. We love the roots rock reggae. You understand? Raging Fire, the Chronics. But, kind of eclectic in taste, you'll find some listen a wide range of music. But if you forget up and listen to something, we're not going to be reggae or alternative. And love read material so we can increase knowledge.
Yeah, but I see interesting, call him other business, right? Music lover, same way footballer, We talk about music, we talk about all genres of music apart from rock and roll. We just can't understand what I'm going on. We don't want to delve into that part of it, When you talk about reggae, love reggae. As the man said, you can relate to that. We'll go show us together. Wiki Waki, Skyline Drive.
Yeah.
Last week we should have reach and Countryside Club, go listen to some Raging Fire and some Nomads. When you talk about Raging Fire, Nomads, Jesse Rye, Kabaka Pyramid, Chronics, Kez Namdi, Kelisa, Janine, Ibama, reggae lover. Outside of that, we just love life, the appreciation for life is one of the things why I live, because I want to live a good life, same way still, Mario Jackson, I met him some years ago as well. 3 years ago, we just come on MICO. Yeah, orientation professional to me, everybody has to market bag. Market bag, and man left time, I tell them that shit. Overall, it's just an appreciation of life. That is what we really, embrace. And as we tell you, happiness is one thing we embrace. I remember one time last year, happiness class, someone asked you, what is happiness? To me, I say happiness is the, living, and appreciating life as the ultimate gift. True. Seeing through the particular circumstances you're in with contentment. Being content in a particular situation. So definitely, that is just who Karim is, a fun person, outgoing person, see me? When you talk about the different events and everything, but that is Karim in a nutshell.
It's Mario Jack, well. I don't love music as the two persons beside me because I'm actually a peaceful individual. Me not like noise. There are moments that even the fun me know I am in the nice and me humble. I appreciate nature, I love nature. Like in the days I come from school, we just go down and speak, go sit down and just look on the bus, them a pass, the bird, them a fly and midnight and stuff like that. Yeah, enjoy them things there. Who is Mario Jackson? I love to read. If me bored, me just take a book and me read a book within 2 days. Me just read a storybook and me laugh. Me just lock up over the way and I just laugh to myself and things like that. He's a God-fearing individual. Me enjoy fine things in my life. Like, me spend a 5,000 on one restaurant and enjoy myself and things like that. Love watch movies.
Yes.
People might not know this about me, but I'm actually antisocial.
Yeah.
There are times when we just don't want to have to deal with personality in the bush. You just go to that personality and say, yes or no? You can't go through life like that. You have to know basically how to put you aside and just deal with people and stuff like that. That's basically what I met Mr. Layton from first, as he mentioned. Cool individual we really look up to from first. And Shane, we just meet the man, we kind of vex and we just meet the man. But yeah, that's basically Mario Jackson.
But it's funny to say when I mentioned antisocial, you know, because even back in high school, I wasn't the most sociable person.
Yeah.
You know, coming to university, it makes you realize that, you know, in life you have to open your endeavors. You know what I mean? So this is really university become open up and start reason with more people, you know. And a year to really show you different personalities. Because the other day I come here, I'm bridging them outside I come and say, since we come Mike, come book some of the people that we know exist in our life. I never know them kind of people exist.
Yeah. I mean, people might not know this, but we actually shy.
Yeah.
Even you notice when the crowd there, we actually draw myself from the crowd and just ask school done, and I'm a room to sleep. I love to sleep and I love food.
Alright, here you go, gentlemen. Just get to know gentlemen in a nutshell. No, gentlemen, I realize that you gentlemen are a love of food, gentlemen, love of music, sport. Some are Jacksons, many things in nature. We appreciate nature, and that's a good thing. And now, gentlemen, a question: what motivates you? Jackson.
Yeah, what motivates me? My dad. My dad, being that you know that a lot of persons growing up without a father figure and stuff like that. So my dad, my mom, even though she's no longer around, the fact that she always tell me, say, never make up for and stuff like that. So when I'm not, she's around, she's one of my biggest motivators. And the fact that she's not here for my brothers, I use them as the motivation and stuff like that. So it's basically my family that I really value family.
Alright, Mr. Adam?
Life on a whole, really. You know? Life more for me in a whole for ways. Right? And, you know, just the appreciation of the fact that you can have life gives me the push to want to live a good life. Yes, so life is my motivation, really. Yeah.
Alright, Mr. Sinclair?
That question, it really sounds simple on the surface, but when it becomes my mind complex, I'm just view it as a really complex question because there are so many things. Because Maria said, mother, father. For me, sometimes it's the fact that I never had a father. The fact that I also had a mother who tried to play a father role. I look out in society and realize a lot of people never had a mother or never had a father. And because of those circumstances, you realize that particular habits or traits and thoughts start to develop. You know what I mean? That happens in society. Same thing what Adam said when we read. Life in itself. I don't know if you ever sit down and watch even a flower itself. Just the way it works. You put a seed in the ground and you watch it, and then the seed sprouts, and then 10 years later something happens. Yeah, simple scenario. Show you why it's serious to me. When I was about 16, the runner moved up Portmore, and the front of the yard and the whole home space was just dirt. It's dirt, nothing, not life, nothing. Everybody just depressed. And I said to myself, oh, we can change that. So I walk around the community and I beg a wheelbarrow, a cutlass, and I think a fork. I'm going to just walk up and I'm going to find a football field where I have some nice topside. And me alone, you know. But they said that boy the mad man. He said, cool, me that smile, that smile. I plant up everywhere, every day. Not no work, you know. Not nothing to do. So I said, plant. And I tell you that at 2003, we are 2004 now. I said, going back there, this is some little picnic. They will swing in a tree then. You know, team, people are playing domino at a regular meeting spot. I'm going to stand up and marvel. And they don't know how the tree come about. They don't know the work or put in to get in the tree there. So there's a beauty of it, what can happen. You plant something, you understand, you nurture it, and then you see it blossom. Them things inspire me.
And before you go on and say, I want to take that simple, you know. Motivation is a thing different altogether.
Yeah.
Because a lot of persons don't know what motivation is today.
Yeah.
And that is even check levels the other day. I said, I go back to St. Anne and come from. And when I look at the stagnancy.
St. Anne?
Yeah.
Like a Chester?
Now when I St. Anne, I'm born and growing up.
Oh, see.
Then I left St. Anne and the Chester, you know, when we start, nuts.
Nuts.
You know, from that time, Chester. I go back to St. Anne, I'm born and growing up there. I get the community. And when you check the levels and see the youth, them stagnancy in the place. And when they realize one of the reasons why they are so stagnant is because they don't see anybody within them community doing anything different from what they know what to do.
Yeah.
Them don't have a motivation, they don't have a push factor. It's one and few of the man that you might say, take themselves and motivate themselves and move up. But really and truly, for you, them need to have more motivation. You have to say a whole heap of different things that come out of it when you really look at it. Yeah, man, motivation is a key factor. Find the motivation, yeah?
Alright, that's true, gentlemen. I know, real gentlemen, in life, for us to be motivated, we always look up to someone, our parents to be some great men. And
Just before you even go on, sorry for cutting. You know, our next big one is God. And I tell you why. Irrespective of your religion, you realize a lot of people, they just have this natural longing for a higher being. In Jamaica, we're a Christian society, and you have, of course, even the Rastafarians. But if you realize whatever the deity is, they look to it because they think that's a higher being what can push them to something but more than them. You understand? So they can identify with it. And you realize a lot of those people, they're able to push through, irrespective of whatever the situation is.
as I was saying that, now of course we motivate, we always look to some certain people, but most of us do have our own philosophy, and that in most cases is what helps to drive us. We're not just individually to tell us what's your philosophy.
My philosophy. Well, the philosophy that used to govern my life is that I can do all things in Christ who strengthens me, and also whatever is mine, no one can take it away from me. If it's mine, it's just Mama Jackson. Nobody at all can take it from me.
Excellent. So same here.
What Mr. Jackson said actually forms part of the core of my philosophy. Because as I just said before, as it relates to you looking to a deity, which is of course the Godhead, if you as a person have that belief that no matter what you do, you understand? Well, no matter how hard it is, you can do it through Christ, who will give you that strength. Who is of course bigger than you, more powerful than you. You understand? And at the end of it all, as we were discussing, it's really about life and living and seeking to empower your fellow man through love. You understand? Because you can come and teach and preach and all these things, you know. But if love is at the center of it, it's not going to work and not going to further. So if you put all of it together, you being able to do things through Christ to strengthen you. It's really and truly still love. Because Christ loves you, you love Christ. And that power, that energy is able to drive you. You understand? And your fellow man in dealing with them, even I'm getting a simple situation. This man said believe in love. The first time I meet him, a football elbow him, bust up his mouth. Him could have retaliated. But first thing him said, don't worry about it, man, blessed love. And I said, but this can't now. Yeah. And everybody else on the team, they want to attack me. And they really appreciate it. You understand?
The serious, I said, you know, mention that because it's a serious case. It's a serious case, you know. But as it relates to my philosophy in life, it changes sometimes, but one thing I always hold true to is the fact that every new day brings a new chance to have a new opportunity. You know, and that is what I try to live by daily. As Shane mentioned, I personally am one who embraces love. Because I feel like if you can embrace love, all other things, even the good book tell you that, you know, love is major, you know. Because after love, you have everything being added. Happiness, joy, humility, you know, everything coming after that, after love. You know, so even sometimes, you know, ever since we got girl said to me, say, you know, she never even talked to her before. And I really look into myself and I say, really and truly, you can't get through to everybody. You know, this place is such a big place. You know, you can't get through to everybody. But one thing I can tell you, every man will have their opinion of the unknown until they become known. Right? And as soon as you become known, it is a different case. See? Yeah. So sometimes you won't be able to reach out to everybody, but I can tell you that once you embrace and show love, you know, it is something that can transcend, you know, throughout the whole place. You know, so love is one thing I embrace. But as I said, my philosophy that sticks with me daily is every new day brings a new opportunity to have a new experience. You know, so that's what I do.
Alright, excellent gentlemen. So most men are driven by their philosophy, And to me, I would say love encompasses
Everything, yeah, man.
That's amazing.
Could that inspire anything we are going to
Everything we are with a lot of riches from after.
Yes, one just love.
And even on that note, you know, I want to implore everybody that is involved in MICO University and even involved in what is to come on Monday. You know, embrace love. See, because at the end of the day, we all are MICO students. See, you know, separate and apart from what will take place
On Monday.
it will all Tuesday morning.
If everything goes back normal.
Everything goes back normal, and we don't want it to be said that there's a rift between anyone, there's a rift between, you know, we don't want it. That is not what we are about. So, you know, just embrace love. Yeah, sure.
Alright, good. Gentlemen, I know that we're all here at the MICO University studying to be teachers, and we all came here in different years, and we are all doing different subject areas. So, Mr. Jackson, what do you specialize in, sir?
I'm a biology major. I have a love for the science things, but I think sooner or later I'm going to leave one of the science and go to that.
primary.
Okay, excellent. Mr. Sinclair.
I'm a primary education student, the faculty education.
Business education, you know. I have a passion for education, but really and truly I love the business field, and that is one of the reasons I chose to go that side, you know. Business education.
So, gentlemen, why teaching, really?
I think the feminization of the teaching profession, I think we have to take into consideration is one thing that I hate. Growing up, I see males failing. Females are actually passing, females are actually succeeding. You have to wonder, why is it that the same teacher is teaching, yet still the females can pass and the males are failing? When you look at it, actually, the females have a role model in the classroom, the males have no role model in the classroom. No? So teaching lacks male role models. We need male to represent what the males in the classroom. And I can assure you, where there's a male teacher teaching males, there's better results than where there's a female teacher teaching males. So I just want to play my part in impacting society and the wider males in general.
Teaching for me is a passion, and that's one of the reasons I'm here today. Because I had the chance to go elsewhere, you know, but I chose MICO. One of the things, as a young youth growing up, from a spiritual background as well, you know, one thing I can tell you I embraced was the Almighty, and I still embrace the Almighty up to this day. See, and even growing up, I realized that I had I wouldn't even like to use the word calling, you know, so religious. I'm not good about this thing. Calling, because personally I feel like I can, you know, impact males. I feel like I have that energy and that link, you know, to impact males. So even during this teaching practice part, I realized I ended up at St. George's College. It has been a wonderful experience, because let me tell you, see the instance or motivation or the motivation factor that you can cause as a man in the classroom speaking to men, young men, is a great one, because as I said, you know, identification with students is what can really make you appeal to them more, you know, and you being able to identify with them can create a better factor for them as it relates to know that it is not just someone who is a teacher coming to tell you things, but someone who has been there and done that and know what is what, coming to mentor you.
Not just done that, but actually done that recently.
So it's like we're almost in one century, you know, so we know what they are about.
You know exactly what they are going to do, what they are going to meet and stuff like that.
Yeah, so that is one of the things, and that is one of the things why I love even the initiative that Mr. Jackson took, and he talked about the men's fraternity, because it's a really good initiative, and if we can have more men being involved in the men's fraternity, then we can have more men being more intelligent, because as I said, you know, intelligence is not you being able to speak a proper line of English and pass on tests, but intelligence allows for you to adapt to any situation that you are put in. And the moment we have men like that who can adapt to situations that they are put in properly, then the MICO will marvel at the things that they can do. You know? But as I said, teaching is a passion for me, really.
Why teaching? Love.
Yeah.
Simply put, you may ask why or how. If you realize that the University of West Indies, right, has its cohort graduating and what 95% of them
Women.
are women. That's one factor. So, realize that you have a lot of people out there what Shakespeare would have called bookish theorics. Right? They have the theory, but no practical knowledge. You have another set of people now who get lost in the system, literally. You have another set of people now you can look at them as this. You build a house, you never dig the foundation, you never lay the foundation, you never put on the floor, you never put up the walls, but you want to put on a roof. How this looking in real life? Other people come to the university, then just bam, and then they're going to take on tertiary education without the foundation. And this is one of the reasons why I'm about primary specifically. Them said the impressionable years are between I think about 2 to 12 or something, 3 to 12. And that is the age group that we really need to target. You see, once you pass that, your schema set. Whatever you think you know, you know you know. And the hardest thing to change. And that is why we have so much societal problems. It's easy for you and say, a man come from this, oh, when you do this, when you do this. That is what you call a preconceived notion. You feel that because you reach a particular age, you're automatically supposed to know. Madness. Sickness. And because we never show love, if you really love, just like how we have some Asian countries, the best of the best teachers teach primary education. So in society, it's intellectual, all of them things that we can think about. Right now, we have the damage repair. Everybody come out as adults and try to patch them up the best you can. You have a ball it, and you patch part of it, by the time you kick it 2 times and it's for bus, yeah man. And that happen with it.
But what I'm saying, not for cutting, but it's a fundamental thing you just touched. You see the fact that early education into primary education is extremely important. And I don't know if MICO do a screening process when they're taking people in this direction, but I can tell you, this is something that is fundamental, I can tell you. Yeah? And I'm glad for the work that MICO is doing, because they're doing extremely well in the early education department as well as the primary education department. You know, but it is very fundamental because, as I say, you set the foundation for the youth them. And if you don't set a proper foundation, but we see it in Jamaica, no? It's a fundamental issue.
And the thing is that when they reach high school, they realize the government have pressure, they have pressure, but they don't realize it actually stems from early childhood education.
And you know what the big man in charge now says that, you know, teachers are the issue.
No, we might laugh, you know, but we need to understand they take a community to raise a child. And if that community itself is not properly educated or armed with the machinery to ensure that that child is properly raised, we have a big problem. You check a child in them, right? And young, you're impressionable. Everything when I'm seeing an environment, like a sponge. So we come in now, pressure them at Jesus, pressure them at sex, pressure them at all them things. And we find that we now have a lot of critical thinkers. What we do is pump them with information, But we don't develop critical thinkers. Why? Because we don't address the core problem. You understand?
Alright, that's good, gentlemen. As we had said earlier, away from the politics of MICO, getting to know these gentlemen. So gentlemen, right now I'm going to put you on the spot. Mr. Layton said he loves music. Mr. Sinclair said he loves music as well as the love of nature. But I'm sure we can do a lot of things, as Michael has taught all of us to be optimally rounded. So I want to put you on the spot. So give us a few lines from your favorite song.
Alright.
Same thing goes to you. And Mr. Jackson, can you sing, sir?
Alright.
I'm sure you can sing. So I'm going to ask 3 gentlemen for that. I need this to be done individually.
Individually?
No, we gotta do it together. We can't put on it. Alright, we can't put on it and then we give one after this. Yeah. Because me actually love that song.
Alright, you actually can go with one, but I still need to hear it.
I still go one.
Then we are going to do one together.
1, 2, 3. One thing I got to say, you better not trouble this man. My faith has gone away out of Babylon. Those heights already paid for the wrongs that I've done. Now I can safely say I am Rasta son. On Judgment Day I I'll be playing music for the rebels. Alright, wait.
Alright, cool.
That's a song from Raging Fire. Me and Mr. Raging Fire now, so.
Alright, cool.
We know about that, but
Gentlemen.
there's another one. What you say? Single one now?
Yeah, we're going to sing the song now, ladies and gentlemen.
We can sing now and sing?
Back to my first love, back to my first love, and over again, yeah, find my way back to my first love, back to my first love.
Wow, you sing the chorus now?
Yes, I've been there before. I've seen many doors close now. It's like I walked out of heaven. Girl, Jah knows how I'm feeling. Yeah. You didn't want me to go now. Your tears slowly so now.
Yeah, how we that?
Alright, good. So, Mr. Jackson. Mr. Jackson. That's your favorite, man. Gospel, reggae, R&B, hip hop, anything to that.
Go to Mr. Shea.
Alright, we're going to sing here. Mr. Jackson thinking about his favorite song. A few lines from his favorite song. If not, you can give us a poem, sir.
No problem. I'm going to switch it up still. I know I'm going to crow still for my audience out there.
Yeah.
But I'm going to switch it up. One of my favorite songs. A lot of people would even realize this, but. Enter my chamber, be free, Holy Spirit. Speak to me gently as I close the door. Heavenly lover, let thy spirit hover. Shekinah, unending is what I long for. Yeah, man, one of my favorite, man.
And then this time basically used to motivate me. I'm not the best thing around. My life's too start up, so me no worry. Ooh, my life's so happy. No matter where them talk, oh, no move grab it. Ooh, no watch a bad man, your body mama tell you say, son, wow, a mess. Now make the body tricky, I gon' pull up your hands.
Alright, these men are men with exceptional talent, optimally rounded. They are truly Miconians. So, gentlemen, a team song. Say unity, unity, unity forever. Let's decide that song, we'll just sing it together.
Wait, so which song?
This song, gentlemen.
One love. One
love, one heart, let's get together and feel alright. One love, talk about my brothers. One heart, let's get together and feel alright.
How we that?
Give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright. Let's get together and feel alright.
Alright, as I said, away from the politics, now we'll take a commercial break. We'll get back to you after the break.
What's one side?
As this program is entitled Away from Politics, now we have the three presidential candidates here with us. Now we want to engage them in a challenge. So gentlemen, let's see which one of you is the best at what you do. The candidates will be engaged in a snack treat. They'll be eating they'll be eating treat chick. And so let's see who can finish first. Gentlemen, it's all yours. One, set, go.
Go.
Let's go. I'm going to give a win.
Oh no, yo.
And the winner is. So I'm gonna crumbs too. What?
Gentlemen, the plate should be clean.
Huh?
The plate should be clean.
It's a clean, right?
Yes, clean, gentlemen.
There, Mark. Clean.
Alright.
Mark,
And we do have a. And real and true, gentlemen, it was a clean contest. And real and true.
Check my plate, though, my plate.
Right now, based on what we saw, we have no clear winner. So we'll give this one a draw. Gentlemen, everything here was clean, and this is what we endorse away from the politics scene. The gentlemen having fun. And we hope in the future that this is what the MICO endorse whenever we have elections like these. Gentlemen will come together as men, as grown-ups rather, and just enjoy themselves, have a nice time away from politics. So gentlemen, thank you very much for partaking in the activity. Alright, welcome back to Away from the Politics. That's it, it's all about fun, getting to know these gentlemen away from the politics and see what they do for their social life, or in their social life. Now we're going to have a little fun game involving all the candidates. So Mr. Sinclair will be going first. He will aim to pin the tail and the donkey. So I'm going to spin him one time. Three times. Wow, 3 times. And then he will walk to pin the tail and the donkey. So Mr. Shane, are you ready, sir?
Yes. This man's ready. Go on, ready.
Alright, go ahead, sir.
Waiting on the girl.
What's that fight? What's that?
Oh,
How many times?
5 minutes.
That's too long.
Oh no, this is too easy, man.
Here is the final tail of the donkey.
The current paper is about this, right? Because one reason the donkey doesn't have hooves. So more than likely, in cut off of the yes. Alright? Oh, yes, the bottom of the bottom of the
You have 20 seconds remaining.
1, 2, 3. The owner is usually precise. I'm hoping that he used up his skills. And this should be the donkey's pinning point.
Wow. No, this is interesting.
Which would you say people have to put the wall?
No, I think it's right here, man. It does this already.
Interesting. So, Mr. Sinclair, I'm going to reveal what you did to you.
Hey!
No, that's excellent. So, Mr. Jackson.
No,
So, we're going to try. Let's go, Mr. Jackson.
I'm serious, who is it?
Let's go, Mr. Jackson.
The thing is, we know that one down now. We know that one down now.
Step back, please, step back. We're going to see you 3 times. You're facing. Down the right, tail is in your hand. And that's just 3 times. Alright, go ahead, Johnson. Everything we do here is all about fun, alright?
Oh boy.
Away from the politics. Wow, this is interesting.
Been a terrible boy.
Wow. Benjamin. Let's see how accurate Mr. Jackson can be. Mr. Jackson, how well did you think you did, sir? Very close. Alright, let's see.
Yeah,
Alright, good attempt. Now look at that. Ladies, let's see what you can do, sir.
When you think
Black poses again. I'm gonna spin it 3 times.
Yeah, I can see it first.
Oh, see. Good. Very good, sir.
Hey, but we are spinning with
Very good. Let's see what you can do. One thing like it's like in Kung Fu.
It's not fair. Found him. Alright, this end is what I need.
But it's like it's carrots, leave his carrots in the body.
Alright, one thing I've learned during this thing, take a man idea, you use it. But it should be about here. It should be somewhere around
Your precise he can be.
here. Chop it in. Shoops. Foot there, so somewhere like that. Somewhere like that, so here, somewhere like that.
How well do you think it is, sir?
I think I may have been a little bit off, but not too far from the spot.
Alright, let's go get it, sir.
Not too far from this one. Shane is the poor. Well, understand Shane is the poor.
So, gentlemen, we said away from the politics.
Shane is the poor finding a donkey.
So, it was a good activity, gentlemen. Thanks for participating. Really appreciate it.
Come here, man.
A quick prayer, man.
Yeah, you know. So we're here.
Yeah, we're here, as you all know. Mario, Adam, Shane, we're all vying for the position. Same position, presidential, student guild. But nevertheless, we want to get involved so we have good, clean fun. Alright? Our Heavenly Father, we just thank you for who you are. We just thank you for what you have blessed us with. We thank you for the people who you have blessed us with as friends, family, all those who have invested much in us, in time, in care, in terms of monies, and other social ventures that really have caused us to be here, right where we are. I also want to thank you, oh God, for all the trials that you have given us, because they have caused us to grow into the wonderful men that we are. I just want to pray, oh Lord, that you bless over the election process. You know, just come into the midst of all of this and let your will be done. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Alright, thank you again, gentlemen. Indeed, it was great being here with you, gentlemen, and I'm sure that what we did, the audience out there will get to know you, gentlemen, better and see who you really are. Gentlemen, thank you again for being here.
Yes, thanks.
And one thing, what I think the audience need to get and the voters need to get from all of this is that after this election, everything goes back the same way it was before. So please, we're asking you, the backstabbing and face with the disrespect and the whole thing is very immature. I think the candidate should be the one doing that, and we're not doing that. So I think we should be mature about the situation, and maybe the best man, the best man shouldn't be mature.
Well, you will decide if the best one is one. But separate and apart from that, it's a serious issue, to do, you know. You not. See, leave the little, you know. the issues and the glitches, you know, leave them alone. I mean, we have never been promoting that from day one, and we don't promote that now. So just leave us alone and let us have a fair and fun election, alright? Good. Come out and vote. Call him Adam Layton for president of the Gila Students Trade.
Mark it, Mario Mark Jackson. Thank you.
We've now listened on this. We've now listened on this. Please start up from day one.
Alright, there we go, we have it. Thank you for tuning into Away from
Politics.
Politics.
garbage out.
The election process has been really crazy this year. I can't tell you that much. See the poll here.
That's true.
We can't tell you that much. Because you see, from day one, probably Shane would have been behind. Based on the fact that a lot of people never know Shane, naturally. See, policy speech, people start know Shane. Then debate, Shane take the debate for me. Because Shane using charisma for one.
Guess what? These are the assets that you
Shane is probably the most charismatic of the three of us.
No, pop. You have to be.
What is this? Shane probably can woo a girl better than me.
I believe.
No!
I believe. Adam, I believe you, Adam.
Hey, Shane probably can woo a girl better than any of the three of us, the two of us. Probably. I don't know Mr. Jackson's expertise. But you see face for Shane reaction all the time in the debate. You can't say it's a man with a click. You can take a mic stop work. And we say
The thing about it, is that Shane has stopped because the mic stopped work. So I mean the crowd I said no, she continue.
Yeah.
Even though the mic stopped work.
But that is charisma.
Yeah,
that is charisma.
Cause me a signal to me now, me I said even though the mic stopped
Can
work.
we get to the naturally?
Talk.
We're not stop this, but apart from that.
And then
No, we're not.
No,
No more than.
No.
Because me naturally I would not have done that.
well I don't tell us up there. So when me I say tell us up there. And then when one of the panelists I said to him said use the mic after they fix the mic, he must say, you know, feel better, just maybe look something there. You see me?
I'm tell you too. Shane's strategy. A man asked me the other night, the man said, oh Shane now, but not yet. And I say, see whatever plan Shane have, it's a mastermind plan. Ever you about weapon of mass destruction? And that me tell the man, because anything my plan going to be something smart.
Yeah, the race is not for the strip, but okay,
and that is the thing him saying, and the thing this
that's
man
what
video
you
is put up. That is the thing him saying. But you feel like we probably don't figure this out already. See, it's something that I've been looking into because one, there's nobody that can be running for president.
And now champion. Yeah.
See, I don't see the person, and if you do it, it's very crazy.
No, if you do it, it just means you're simply not one
Position. See?
I'm smart, huh?
And Shane has been doing something undercover, obviously. See?
But now it has come to light.
When it has come to life, let me tell you, this morning we wake up, it's supposed to
Very early, after 5.
Let me check the levels now. Yesterday I was speaking to persons, you know, campaigning and all. Who is Shane? That is the time I start worrying myself. I wonder if they really know who Shane is. See me? But this man, when he come to school, he say, oh, I didn't name Shane. Strategy that you kid. And see, me tell the man I asked me that and I say, I weapon of mass destruction, the man have a plan. So right now, I'm a lead the race.
That's true. What I think of me fear about the election is this.
Yeah.
You might have people say them dip on your side, and this me tell you too, just be very careful. Because people say them dip on your side, and trust me.
Yeah.
On the day, it's a completely different thing.
But I'm not giving too much advice for the day, so I'm leaving it on that. What you want to do is a competition. It's a competition by nature.
Yeah,
we cannot change that shade. So you see the little current thing will shade and do that. And the little subtle thing. You know, me and my virgin, me and Maria virgin.
Yeah, you too.
Oh, me? Me?
I'm going to one class to Adam music class. No, you see, my probably not know the whole essence of campaigning, but me I run for a position, see, at the first position this me I run for, and me know say it take a whole heap of responsibility.
The same thing I did that month. It's the last American assistant treasurer. I never did no campaign whatsoever.
Yeah, but we start do a little bit of campaigning now because
it's important.
Yeah,
it's just
that
like when you
necessity.
put up something today. I probably did put up something. You remember I wanted poster last year. See, somebody put up something, but as it relates to going out there and talking to people, I never did that. You see me? But it's very important too.
But the phone is.
It's very important.
the people they might read, but they want to see.
The people want to feel their presence. And we can't talk about this now because at the end of the day, it's the end of the week. And on Monday,
There's not much that can be done.
there's not much, believe me. I can't tell you, most persons who are going to vote on Monday have already decided who they're going to vote for in their mind. you can probably win over some persons, but
Not much. Probably like 2 or 3%.
yeah.
Not much because people don't make up their mind already.
But just want to say one
Yeah,
thing,
right.
Bruno. One thing. Just remember, say, it's a competition
What?
by
Where?
nature, and we can't change that.
Yeah.
We can't change that, no matter how hard we try. But let it not be a rat race.
Why you think that's what you never call it?
Don't allow it to be a rat race.
Why you
Because if you make it a rat race, even if you win the rat race, at the end of the rat race, you're still just a rat.
And this cat will come.
And just know say the cat are come for you, which is trouble, which is work, which is determination, which is the person where you have to actually pull through at the cat.
I mean, can tell
Don't allow the cat to
see,
stay alive.
whichever away when big man thing, who want enhance education college.
Wow, okay.
Big man thing,
You
you
know
know,
what
I tell you, honestly, I get some contacts from Terran Dwyer, because I was in a meeting with him about 3 weeks ago, I can tell you, before Carnival season started. He gave me a whole contacts to corporate companies. He might send me some sample proposals as it relates to, because you know, sometimes what the companies kind of reject us is because of how our proposals are written. You need to have proper proposals written to send to them, and it's an expertise writing proposal. You don't just get up and put a word together. You have to put something there that will catch them, where them can feel definite that they are benefiting
What
from.
is it?
Because when we check them, me at the meeting, you know what the man said to me? Man said to me, one of their first means of raising funds is through the orientation process. You have almost 1,000 students, or near 800 students who are coming to an institution that are new. A lot of them are from the rural area. See, what they normally do is that they normally have the corporate companies come in on one particular day. See, and they have spaces around the place, and then they create a session where these students can interact with all the corporate companies in that little booth session. You see me I say? So them get to know what the companies offer, what they can become a part of, what they, you know, what is there to their availability. See, and just through that, they rent each space for $10,000. These corporate companies, $10,000 to them is nothing. Easily you can raise $100,000 for give the students right there and then. You see me I say? And the man tell me that, and I say, it's a brilliant idea. Because right there and then, you know what you can do? You get $100,000. You can first create an image for your give the students. Get some shirts. You see me I say, look at, we give on an image, bro.
That's the thing I'm there to take for.
You see me I say, the give on an
Some
image. And you see,
some
image alone can give people a
And
feel.
that's what I know. Mr. Blake said something to me that day out there saying, and he said, as president or part of the game, he used to wear jacket every single day. And it got through, it got through my mind, you know. It got through my mind, you know. But at the end of the day, you know, it's an image, you know.
It's an image, of
People
course.
that normally bumps up on you, you know, they must spend some time and watch your pass first.
Yep.
When you talk to people, they see it differently, you know.
Yeah.
Though people might say, complain about the climate, because we live in the tropics and things, you don't know.
Just the image that you create.
But the image where you create for yourself, Bridget, as
You
the
can show you extension of that image.
big man thing.
Imagine you going to the cafeteria as the only person using a knife and fork, and you're the only person.
No, somebody do it and
This one,
laugh
this one do it
at
at Glenn do it. The first one.
No!
The man.
Batman used to do it.
No,
Different than
The
your
man
person.
who used to do it though.
it's when you're just a student, it's okay. It's when you are the president, they do it, and you sit upright, the elbows not on the table, people already said, who is that? You understand? Whether they want or not, they don't mind. It's
I
like
mean,
a
But
lot.
naturally, let me can tell you this, that me personally wouldn't take that approach still. Personally, me can tell you that. Personally, me not do it. See, the jacket, I probably not do it either. Because if you know me, I am not a man that even like to wear tie and everything. Don't get shot for me because you not use against me.
Not true.
But naturally, I am not a man who like to wear tie.
Who don't like tie?
That is not how I am.
Bush jacket.
But I can tell you,
Going to a bush jacket
there's-
thing.
that is where intelligence comes in again. Because there's something that you must uphold as the president. See, so there's an image that you must create. But as it relates to the general guild, we don't have a image.
But one thing,
Yeah.
Adam, one thing, no need to cut you, but that's it. when Martin Luther King said, it come a time
Where
where you have to take a stand.
Of course.
Where you have to do something. We're in a popular.
We're in a popular.
And in a politics.
True,
And
true.
you get me I say,
But
but
your
you
conscience
do it,
is
you do it, because conscience tell us it right.
Seriously.
My youth, whole heap of man bridging, whole heap of man there in MICO, we are walking in a particular direction, and because of our silence, we agree to it.
Yes.
Enough of the time, dog, we can take as bridging, because enough people pre me in a MICO, them say me a gangster, me a rape, and kill them, me not have no sense. You see me? Going up there and do a speech, just to stand up
Alright,
there.
you boss touch upon it. It's when they're man, and me I got Knox, and me I got Manchester, and me I knock great, said it. So me I say, but them time me I tell us a hardcore youth forward, me I tell hardcore. Last year February, them killed one of my breaking name, Dandy, Slaughter.
Alright, I'm here in the MICO community doing a survey. Just asking a few random questions about the presidential and the vice president candidates, and just to see how much these students know about these gentlemen who are up for the post. Now we have here Miss Nelson, who is not affair with MICO politics. I'm just going to ask her, who do you think should win the presidential and the vice president election, and why?
Oh, okay. Based on my observation and what I've heard from persons who are well in the politics, being here at MICO, I think Adam will win this election. They said then Adam is very much a well-educated person and is a good team player. So based on all that, I believe he could pull it off.
Now I'm here with Fitton, who is a full-time student, but she travels to school. Now, Fitton, what do you think of the prospective presidential candidate? Who do you think will win?
Well, I think that Adam will win, but Shane is a very intelligent person and he's coming from the evening school, so I think that they should give him a chance because he is an intelligent person and I think he will work well with the students.
I'm here with Cooley just to get her views on the presidential candidate and who she will be voting for.
Shane, I think them a long time.
Why do you say Shane?
Because I like him, I'm a friend.
Alright.